Hello, hello, my fellow YouTube crafters. It's Angela, and I'm here for part 2 of this journal that we started yesterday with the Heat and Bond for the cover, which I don't know if I mentioned that this is an alternative to using glue. You don't have to worry about the glue showing through the cover when you use the Heat and Bond stuff that I showed yesterday in the video. I can't find it now, but it was just here. I must have put it up. So anyway, I can't show you what it looks like again, but it's called Heat and Bond, and we ironed it on. If you didn't see the video from yesterday, or part 1, go back and watch it. I'll link it below. So what I've done now is I've picked out all my papers, and we'll go through that in just one second. I just wanted to go ahead and show you how I cut down the papers and how to measure for the size of your papers. So it would be ideal if you could just take one of the pages and measure that, but it doesn't quite work that way, unfortunately. So what I do is I open the book and I measure across from where I want the page to start to where I would like it to end, so about 10.5. Yeah, 10.5, 10 3/4. So then when I fold it in half, I have the right width, which would be about 5 5/8, something like that. Or you could measure from the center out like this, and it's about 5 inches. So I'm going to go 4 3/4, and that should be perfect because I want it to not go, you know, past this here. So if I go 4 3/4 from the edge, I'll be right there. That's perfect for me because when you stack them, you know, the pages, some of them get longer, so that works perfect. So I always go about 1/4 of an inch less. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold these pages in half. This is not ideal for scraps, but this is how I like to do it. So this is some Kool-Aid dyed paper that I did, or Easter egg dye paper that I did after Easter. So we were 4 3/4. 4 3/4 is about right where it meets the edge there. And then on the height, do the same thing. So I just measure from where I want it to go to there. So I'm going to go about 7 1/4 on my length. 7 1/4 is right there. And that's how I measure for my papers. So now we need to find a home for these beautiful green papers in between some of these pink ones here. Let's put one here. Let's put the doily one, but let's fold it the other way, so the doilies are facing out. And then we'll put it one back here, right here. No rhyme or reason to that, guys. Just, let's see. And then they don't pick, they're not out further than the rest with that measuring method. Alright, so now what we're going to do is sew the signatures in. I'm not going to make a template because I just have one signature, but you could very well make a template where you would just take a piece of paper 1 inch wide, but it's not necessary with one. So I have my pokey tool. Let's just make sure all the papers are, I really love how this cover came out, are where we want them. When I did have to washi tape some of the pages because they were cracking, they were so old. Some of the original book pages. This avocado dyed paper was also cracking. So I'm just going to flip through the papers real quick. Make sure they're where I want them. Some music paper. I had to washi that as well. I used a fabric washi on that. I loved it. It's my favorite one and I'm almost out of it. I used it on this one too. I really love the colors in that picture. That's an original page from the book. Okay. I'm all lined up there. Now I'm going to open the envelope. I want it to go this way. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go down something to poke on. Get a glue book here. I'm going to go down maybe about an inch in, and I'm just going to hold my pages tight as I push down. And I'm pretty sure I got all the way through that. Yeah, I'm through. So I'm just going to push through just to make the hole a little bit bigger. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let me clip these pages together because I'm slipping all around. I forgot that step. Always clip your pages together. Let me line that back up there. I go from top to bottom. And I'm probably going to have to line up that hole. That first one that I made. What not to do on Angela's Crafty Corner. Yes, always make sure that you are clipped so that your pages don't go array. Alright. Yeah, I am not lined up there. Just trying to line it up. Again, there we go. Alright, we are lined up. Alright, now for the next hole, we're going to go about center. So that's about right there. Now again, you could use this is a lot of pages. You could use a template, but I don't think it's necessary for a one signature. Now I do templates for multiple signatures for sure. Okay. Now for our book. So what I do then is I just do the same thing I did with the book. I go with the pages, I just go in about, let's see, I don't know if I'm going to be able to poke through this. I'm really struggling with this, you guys. Alright, let me get this lined up here. And then I'll get this hole poked here in the center. Make sure that's where I want it. Perfect. Wasn't as hard to get through there as I thought. Alright, next one. And last one. It does take a little bit of muscle. Okay, I think we're good there. I get my needle, and this is some waxed linen thread, and you just do 3 lengths of the book. Sorry if that was painful to watch. It's kind of painful to do. Alright, so now we're just going to do the regular 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So we start in the middle. I'm going to find my way through the hole here. I'm going to put on my finger protector. If I can find it. I just got these at Dollar Tree the other day, and I haven't tried them yet, so let's give it a whirl. Oh wow, that worked great. I can't get it to come through. Wow, this book is really trying me. Alright, now we gotta get it through the center here. And I can't see where it is. There we go. Okay. This is... Oh man, I forgot to clip the end of my string and I went all the way through. Again, what not to do? It should be a little easier this time though. Alright. It really, these finger protectors, it's helping me grip the needle as well. So let's go ahead and put this string in here so that that doesn't happen again. since it's being such a booger to get through. Alright, so now we're through the center, so now we're going to go through the top hole. Well, that was easy. That's how it should be. Okay, pull nice and tight, then back through the center. Make sure you don't get a hold of go through the middle of your string. So back through the center. Should be nice and tight, and then you're going to go down through the bottom hole here. Now my stitches are not very even, so I'm just going to put some lace over that. I was planning on covering the spine anyway. So no big deal to me. Alright, let's get this all nice and tight. See how I got wonky there? It's no big deal. You can't see it here. So I'll just cover it with lace. Alright, there we go. You know what I also like to do is put this, I'm just going to thread this needle real quick again, maybe, because I forgot to do one last step. And that is to put it through the bottom there. Now I'm going to go ahead and tie my knots. I usually do about 3 or 4, and then I'm gonna leave it, you know, kind of long. Okay, we're all sewed in. And like I said, I got a little wonky there. I mean, it's not terrible, but we'll just cover that up and it'll be fine. It's just for me, so no big deal. And I am just loving it. So let's take a look through and see what we got now. We can go ahead and close up the envelope. Actually, I forgot I did that. So let's cut these shorter so that they fit in the envelope. Then we can close up the envelope, and that hides our strings. Okay, our first page. I love this. Came out so nice. And then you have the 1952 edition there. This is all my copy dyed paper. This I got from Vintage Polka Dot Shop. This I got from Wonder Bar Crafts. But all the coffee dyed is mine. I think this is HM Creations by V or something like that. The heart paper. So yeah, so we're all sewn in. So now we can do the decorating. So we'll see you in part 3. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.